Hey, Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. Well, I have a Venus flytrap and a hitchhiker that I got from Hughes Water Garden when I was over in Oregon about a week ago. And the actual plant that I purchased is this Venus flytrap. So the Venus flytrap was the object of the purchase. But in here, there was a hitchhiker, and that is this sundew. Now, all I actually paid for was this Venus flytrap, and this was kind of an expensive one because it's a unique Venus flytrap. It's just coming out of dormancy. I don't know how large it's going to get, but the reason I picked up this pot was definitely because of the sundews that were hitching along for the ride. And what I don't know is if this stem here is from the well, oh, I think I just answered my question. I didn't know if it was from the sundew or if it was from another plant, but I think it's actually from the sundew. So because it just came off that stem. So those have got to be sundew seeds. So we're going to set this off to the side, and then we're going to see if we can get some seeds off of that to plant some more sundew. So we'll put this off to the side. So yeah, that was kind of the whole goal of the video was to get into this seed pod and see where it came from. But as I pulled it out, I could see that it was going from the base of the sundew because I had it under magnification. So hopefully it has been pollinated. But what we're going to do is we're going to get in here and we're going to separate the two. So we're going to separate the fly trap from the sundew. And there appears to be three sections of sundews in there. And I really don't want to mess them up because I'm trying to preserve as much dew as possible, but I want, well, there's another fly trap there. I'm trying to preserve as much of the dew as possible. The other thing to note on these fly traps is there's actually 1, 2, 3 fly traps here, because you can see they actually come from a little tiny crown. We have some sort of insect. Let's get rid of him. There's 1, 2, 3. I don't know if there's more. But yeah, we want to get those out of the way, or this out of the way of those, because we want to enjoy our sundew. We don't want to throw it away, even though it is technically a weed in here. We want to do something fun with it. So let's see if we can get in here and do a little work. All right, so we have our peat perlite mix there. I'm going to move our little seedling off to the side. Actually, I'll put it in a little baggie. Now that we know that those are sundew seeds, we can deal with them another time. And we're going to get in here and we're going to gently separate the sundew from the fly trap. Okay, there is our fly trap. Let's see if we can get in here and separate some sundews. I'm going to try to just manage them from the roots because I don't want to get all sticky. Not today. I've never divided sundews before, so let's see what we've got. I don't know if this is just one crown with multiple branches, or one plant with multiple branches off the crown, or if these are individual plants. Trying to be very gentle. Oh, there's a root. I felt that break. Well, I don't think it's what I thought it was. I think I'm going to plant this as is. All right, let's get a container over here and plant it. I hope I didn't just kill that one. Put him in. It's a 50-50 peat perlite mix. There we go. Well, that one's separated. Not quite like I wanted to, though. I didn't want to destroy something, and I'm afraid I might have. Okay, we'll go ahead and put that in our grow area. Well, I think we learned something about sundews. They're not as easy to divide as I was hoping. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some of this 50-50 mix back in the little 2-inch container. We're going to, worm friend, we're going to put a little this 50-50 mix back in this container. And then we're going to put our sundew on top of that, just a little bit of stem that he's got underground, and just hope that it starts to grow new roots. I still new at doing this. So hopefully I didn't completely kill it, but if I did, I still have one, and one is more than what one of these is more than what I had to begin with, because the other one, is just technically a weed. So we'll go ahead and tuck him in, and then go put him in the area for growing, give him a chance to recover. Okay, let's get back in here and work with our fly trap. So we're going to remove all this moss around here. We don't need the moss. Now, fly traps do form a little bit of a bulb. So that bulb is going to be down below. They don't generally have super great roots. But you can see the little bulblets there. And so their main crown or stem is down here, and then you barely get some of the leaves above the surface. So we'll see if we can divide these, or see if this is all one plant. This moss can actually kind of strangle out the fly traps, so in a way it's actually good that we're dividing these. Yeah, these are separate fly traps. Let's get this moss away from here. We don't need it. Boy, this is a tiny one. We're going to plant them all in the same container. There he is right there. Oh, work on separating these out. There's 2. And there's 3. Okay. That's all you get on a fly trap. All right. And one more. I think that's going to wrap it up. There we go. There we go. We've got 1, 2, 3 fly traps. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing the division of some carnivorous plants. We'll do more updates as the year goes on. Hope you enjoyed. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.